Hi, Joy. Hi, Julianne. Hi, Leone. Hi, Pam. Lovely ladies. Thank you for joining in. Lovely to have you here. Hope you've all had a good week. Hope you all had a good World Card Making Day. We had a fantastic day here on Saturday. It was a really good day, really good afternoon. So I hope I hopefully get some new people coming in today. I had a lady, I forget her name, from Melbourne. I think is Sydney and Melbourne, they're on the same time, aren't they? I think so. So I hope I gave her the right time anyway. So we're all ready to do some stamping on candles tonight. So the first time I saw candles with stamped images on, I'm thinking, okay, rotate the candle, rotate the stamp. Yeah, no, nothing like that. So when you see it, you'll think, oh, wow, why didn't I think of that? So we'll just wait a few minutes until we get some more ladies joining in. Everybody can hear me okay, I hope, and can see me. And hi, Melissa. Thanks for joining in, darling. Lovely to see you. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. There wasn't an earthquake. It was just my husband banging the garage door. He's been out, so it makes a lot of noise, my husband. So we're going to be doing some stamped candles tonight. So afterwards, I hope you ladies get to make some and that you post them on the Facebook group. I'd love to see anything that you make and share it. It would be awesome. I see a few of you did some ink smooshing last week afterwards. That was fantastic. So on the big screen, Leone. Whoa. That's awesome. So yes, so the ink smooshing was a real hit last week. I'm so glad that people actually go back and try these techniques and give them a go, because it makes me feel good when I've taught somebody something new and they really, really enjoy doing it. Hi, Christine, welcome. That's lovely. We've got a few ladies joined in now. What time is it? 5 past. How about we get started? Who's ready to do some crafting? All right. So just a bit of news before I go, before I start, I should say. So come the end of October, the Facebook Lives, I'm going to take a break for a couple of months until after Christmas. So November, December, there won't be any Facebook Lives. I'll still be active and everything. So if there's anything you want to see before Christmas, or before the end of October, message me, email me, or whatever, and send me some ideas. Here's my email address, so you can email me that, or you could just message me on Facebook if you like. Okay, so I'd love to be able to show something that you guys are really going to. Hi, Gay, welcome. Yeah, so come the end of October, there won't be any Facebook Lives until middle of January, probably January sometime. So I'm just going to take a break and get all ready for Christmas and the new year, and I'll have hopefully some fantastic Tuesday night lives for you then. All right, let's get going. Go down to my what do you call this? Yeah, my desk. All right, supplies that we need. I've got these candles, which I got from, just down from the dollar store. Really, really quite cheap candles. I chose this size. It's just easier to handle. I bought a couple this size as well. And I did have a go at doing some gold embossing on it. That will take a little bit more practice. It's really nice in the gold, but I melted, I don't know if you can see it, but I did melted there the gold embossing a bit. So it's just a little bit harder when you're using the embossing. These are ones my special needs girls did. They love doing them on Friday. They, of course, they didn't handle the heat guns or anything. They just stamped the images, and then I applied the heat. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for joining. and then I applied the heat for them because I don't, it's a bit hard when they're handling the heat gun. So, but they love them. So, so what we're going to do, tissue paper, you know, the wrapping paper you get, tissue wrapping paper just from the news agency. I've just got some of that. I cut some strips and I actually ironed these just to get all the creases out. You don't have to. It's just that mine was a bit creased, just enough to wrap right around. Okay. If you don't want it to go right around, just do the section that you want to stamp. That's fine. But I will show you why I wrap it all the way around. I will show you that now. This one of my special needs ladies, we had to cut it short because there was a big boo-boo. So you can see where it cuts short. So you just got to keep that in mind. That's why I like to wrap it all the way around. If you get a small seam there where it joins, that doesn't really matter. It's just that I just don't like the look of where it cuts suddenly. So just be aware of that when you're stamping your pattern. I thought, hi, Kayleen, thank you for joining. Is this your first time joining here, Kayleen? I don't think we've had you join us before. That's awesome. Lovely to have you. So we're doing some stamping on the candles. So, and I just said that this was, you can see that this is a bit rough. So it wasn't too bad for my first go, but you never know. I'll see how I go tonight. We might even give it another little go. So I've got just some strips. That's awesome, Kayleen. I'm so happy you found us. So that's tissue paper. We're just going to do basic stamping and we're going to create our pattern on the strip. Okay, so I've got my two stamp sets here. I've got Christmas Classics and I've got Stars of Night. I'm going to go for the Stars at Night and I've got the smaller star image and I've got 3 little stars here. And then I've got the Merry Christmas as well. And you know what? I think I might just do it all in Night of Navy. Don't ask me why. Just Stars at Night, Night of Navy. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. So I'm going to put my Merry Christmas, just stamp it as you would. And then create a bit of a pattern, and there's no right or wrong to what stamps you use. You can use whatever you want. So I'm just going to do some of the little stars. Very basic stamping, as you can see. Or you can see that all right, can't you? Yeah. Okay. And it stamps beautifully on tissue paper. Stamps beautifully, I've got to say. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to add some more. I'm going to put some more in there and some more over here. And I don't want to go off the page. Oh, will it be too much? No, never too much. There we go. There we go. Stop there. No more. You can always do another candle. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just wrap that around. Okay. Now the other supply you will need is the old wax paper. All right. And then you're going to make sure that's attached and grab it so that your wax-proof paper pulls it in like so all around, okay? And then hold that as tight as you can. Now, when it gets close to where you're holding it, don't worry. Don't worry if it creases up, because we'll come back and we'll just reheat that. I'm just going to move that down just a little bit and I'm going to move it in. Okay. Oh, slippy slidey. Make sure it's wax-proof paper, because the wax from the paper actually helps seal that paper in. Okay, so we're going to take the heat tool. It's going to be a bit noisy, sorry, can't control that. And we're going to apply heat. Now, I don't know whether this will show up on the camera, but it's going to melt. You can see it's starting to be shiny just there. And you can see that the wax is absorbing the tissue paper. You could cut excess tissue paper away if you wanted to. But this wasn't too bad. You can see that melting that into the wax now. Or can you? And I'll just do that around there. I don't know whether that's showing up. Okay. Just make sure that it's all nice and glossy. When it's glossy, you know that the wax has melted. You don't want to hold it too long in one spot either. Now, I'm going to just take that away, and you can see where I heated it on the candle and where I haven't heated it. So I'm just going to move the wax paper around and take that. Look at this. This is awesome. That looks really cool. Okay. So now we want to seal this bit. You might find you can do it in one go, but I just find it's easier to do it in. You get it doesn't bubble as much because it bubbles around where you hold it. So if you've got the pressure there, it's a smoother transition. And so we just do that and heat that paper into the wax. How cool is that? And just make sure you've got all the edges done too. Okay. All right. Yeah, really easy when you know how, isn't it, Gay? So you can see here, I don't think I've applied enough heat. You can do it directly, but be very careful. So I'll just slightly heat that a little bit more. And there. And there. So you might get the odd little bubble, and you can do it directly, but don't do it for very long. I reckon that's a pretty cool candle. It turned out really well in the Night of Navy, didn't it? Quite happy with that. All right. Let's give it heat embossing a go. I really want to try and perfect this. So I've got another piece of tissue paper. Here it is. Now I'm going to do, hang on, I might just clean my stance, ladies. Sorry, I haven't cleaned my, thanks, Leon. It's really a very easy technique. When I found out how easy it was, an easy technique with a wow factor, don't you think? And let's face it, anything with a wow factor is good, I reckon. I like wow factors. Okay, so I've cleaned all my Night of Navy off. Oh look, see how it went through? I don't know whether you can see that, but it's gone through my stamping. No, it doesn't matter. That's what you have a board for, isn't it? I'm going to do, I thought this was very, very apt, this peace on earth with everything that's going on in the moment in the world. I thought, you know what? That I was meant to do that tonight. Peace on earth. Couldn't we do with that? So I'm going to do that in my Versamark. And hang on, let's do, don't forget your embossing buddy, even on this paper. So your embossing buddy to get rid of any grease marks. Stick it in your Versamark, tap, tap, tap. And on there. And just be careful when you pull it away because it is tissue paper and it could tear. So I'm going to do silver embossing, silver heat embossing powder. Okay. All right, now I'm just going to heat that. Excuse the noise again. Oh, still amazes me every time I see heat embossing. Just love it. Okay, peace on earth. Now what we might do is a little bit more colour this time. So we'll do a bit of red and green. So I've got a holly. The holly is from the Christmas Classics. So great little stamp set. That's the holly, and I'm going to do the little berries in the red. So no, that's my cherry cobbler. I'm using Old Olive and cherry cobbler. They're my two go-to colours for Christmas colours. Yes, Michelle, that's right. It looks complicated, doesn't it? But it's not. It's something really, really easy. So I'm just going to do a couple of sets of holly in the green. And I might do, no, I won't. I will just do the little berries, which are on the other side of the stars. And we've got a holly plant out the back of our place. And I've got to say, it's a nuisance. I don't know whether it's a real one, but it's got the leaves, like it doesn't get these berries, and I don't think it's like the ones they have in the Northern Hemisphere, but it just comes up everywhere. I'd like to get rid of it, but my personal gardener won't let me. Oh, well. I have to get rid of my personal garden. Oh, no, I couldn't do that. That's my husband. All right. So there we're gonna see how we go with this silver embossing, eh? Let's give it a go. I'm game. So I'll get a new piece of wax-proof paper, wax grease-proof paper, whatever you call it, wax paper. Yeah, we used to call it grease-proof paper when I was a girl, when I was a younger girl. So, all right, I'm going to do and gather it around at the back. So there's lots of space. I could have done another one, but no, I won't. I'll see how I go. And you just pull it to get it firm. And see, now those, I try and iron those little bubbles out as much as you can. Okay, so I'm going to do this first, and I'm going to do it be very careful at the way, because I don't want to overheat that silver. But yeah, let's go. So I'll do the edges first. And see, when it's melted, you can't really see where the tissue paper starts and ends. It all just melts into the candle. Okay. So far, so good. And do that little pulley around the side. Okay. Now I'm going to let that cool just a fraction, and then I'll come back and I'll do this side here. So can you see the difference? So that's where it hasn't melted, and this is where it has melted. Oh, you know what? I think that's worked. Look at that. I love it when a plan comes together. So I'm going to put that in there, roll that up, and then just heat those bits on. Oh, I'm excited. So who's going down to buy some candles tomorrow? Do you know what you could do? You could personalize these. If you had, you know, like letter stamps, that would be really nice. You could do them for christenings, for baptisms. You can do them for birthdays. You could do them for numbered birthdays. Oh, what happened there? Oh, something just went. My camera just blinked. Oh, okay, on the weekend, yeah. So look, that hasn't taken much there, so I'm just going to give that a slight heat. And another one there. And there you go. That one's turned out really nicely, actually. There's a little bit of silver there. But what I did with the special needs girls, we did a word upside down. So I actually went in, I scraped the word off, re-stamped it on a little piece of tissue paper and put it over the bed and melted on. And you know what? You wouldn't have even known. So, you know, if you make a mistake, you can just, scratch it off, start again. That's pretty cool, isn't it? All right. Now, what I wanted to show you, so there's the two. So I was really happy with that. You could put you could do anything really, as long as you've got stamps and whatever. You could, you know, really do anything. But I really wanted to show you how I did this one. Okay, just because it's just something a bit different, and to get it into that diagonal pattern, what I did was I'll have to cut another bit of tissue paper. So, and this is all it is. I won't be ironing this one. This will just have to, yeah, night and navy one's nice. I was really happy with that one, Jane. So I'll just cut some of this. I've got a pair of big scissors here. This could all go pear-shaped, but you know what? We've got plenty of time. So when you get your candle, you've got to take your protective, or some of them have, some of them don't. Oh, I usually keep the warning label on the bottom. This one's just torn, but especially if you're giving them away, I always like to keep the warning label on. It's just a precaution, but yeah, there's always a warning label on candles. So take that little bit off your candle. All right, now this is going to be way too long, so I'm going to cut it in half. Okay, so what I did, see if I can trim this up a little bit. That's not very well cut. I'll cut it down to, this is what you call live TV. Nothing's prepped. I prepped for those two little candles, but I thought, no, we got time. We can do another one. So, and I've cut these strips a lot smaller, you'll notice. So we could go, I'll just measure it. So we go round like that. So you wrap it. But what I did to get that big strip of gold was just the good old double-sided adhesive. And can anyone guess what I dipped it in? No, you can, oh, Pam, no, you can light the candle, because this, it won't, it will burn in the center. I've had them and I've burnt them and I haven't had a problem. So this thin tissue paper, you know, when you burn a candle, it always burns in the center. It doesn't get that real heat around. Yes, Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. Yes, gold leafing. I tipped it in. So yeah, it's fine to burn. Yeah. It won't go into a flame because the wax is holding that. It's all just waxed in. So yeah, I haven't had a problem. But as I said, I always do keep the warning label on. All right, let's get the gold leafing down. We've got anyone else who's joined us who I haven't said hi? Hi. Hi. If I haven't said hi, I'm sorry. All right, so I'm going to take that off. Big box for gold leafing, ladies. Big box. You don't want gold leafing going everywhere. That's why you get a big box. Okay. And I always keep the sponges in there. And all I do is just dip it in. Okay. Dip it in. It's only going to stick where the glue is. And then we just get the excess off with a sponge. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Oh. See, look at that. Whoa. And I haven't even put this on straight. I've just slapped it on. I haven't measured it. So there we go. Now I think I missed, that wasn't too bad. I only missed one little, oh, another little bit there. As long as you've got your big box for your gold leafing, you're fine. It shouldn't blow up anywhere, as long as there's no fans or anything going on. That's my tip for the day. So what we could do is we could stamp and heat emboss either side of that as well, which we could do. I might use this little star. I'm just wondering, do I want to heat emboss again? Let's do it. Okay. Embossing buddy. So I'm just going to do these little stars. These are the ones that I did in the Night of Navy. I haven't got a sentiment on this yet either. Do I want a sentiment? I should do that before I get too excited. I might do the Merry Christmas again. See, with this one, I did it Season's Greetings, and I did it like that. So maybe I do that. So that sentiment is from the Christmas Classics. We used that on Saturday at the World Card Making Day on one of the cards. Gosh, it was a fun day. So I spent Sunday in bed recuperating. Okay, so let's do what have I got? Season's Greetings. We'll do that along there. Okay. Right, and let's do these stars again. A few of those, and we'll heat emboss those in gold. Silver, I had silver, I need my gold. I might get my little tray out for this one. Okay. All righty. I like those little stars. That's a cute little stamp. I think I need to get some more gold. Oh, don't forget, it's free shipping yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So free shipping. Woohoo. Take advantage of it, ladies. Not very often you get 2 or 3 times a year, I think they do it, and they spring it on you. So it's always a killer paying for that postage, but it's a part of crafting life. So don't forget, you can visit my store and get free shipping. Thank you, Stampin' Up. So just so that you know, you can visit my store through my blog site. There's a link there, and that's my blog site. Also, while you're there at my blog site, check out any of my projects. Most of my projects are there if I remember to upload them. They've got printable instructions, and you can look at all my past projects as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and heat emboss this. Oh, I think my plug's come out, has it? No, hang on, I'm going to have to get my other. Excuse me. Saying excuse me to myself. Okay, let's heat emboss this. There we go. You see there, I've got a bit of embossing powder. I can cut that out. That's a good thing with this technique too. If you make a mistake on the stamping, you can just cut it off. And then if you make a mistake putting it on the candle, you can scratch it off and redo it. How do I know that? Because I've done it. Yep. Okay. There's a bit there that wasn't. There we go. All right. So I'm going to cut that. And I might trim this off a bit more. All right. Let's see how we go. How are we going? All right. So I'd start it there. Don't start it up the top there. Or you can, but you'll have to cut it off. It just gets a bit messy. So what I might do is I'm going to angle that. So it's like that. And then just wrap that around. Go a bit tighter, shall we? Like that. Okay. So I'm going to trim that off. And I'm going to trim that off. Let's get our wax-proof paper. Hang on, I'm going to have to cut another bit. Right. Gone quiet. Is everybody just watching me? Or is there something wrong with my computer? Oh, that's my worst fear. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to, because this is going to be a little bit more difficult because it's twisted. I'm going to do it in stages. Okay. Cross your fingers. Everybody cross your fingers. Just fascinated, Michelle. All right. So this has come away a bit here. There we go. Maybe, no, I want to take that up there. I want that bit at the top. And I want this around here. And I want that there. Okay. Do you know what? I'm going to do that and then I'm going to cut. Because. All right. Try and get all that flattened out as much as possible. Cross your fingers. Here we go again. Judy, ribbon instead of, well, you know, that's when I would worry about the ribbon burning. This is very thin and it melts into it. Look, give it a go. You could try ribbon. I haven't seen it done with ribbon, but quite possibly you could. So, and I wonder how it would, because it's thicker, whether that would actually melt into the wax. Not sure. Now, I've taken some of that gold nut. Got to be very careful. You can see my greetings come off. But I tell you what, I will show you and show you how to correct it. You can see how my seasons has lifted. But see, the greetings all right. That word greetings is all right. So right, and that, yes. So see, that's come off. I'm going to correct that though, and I'll show you how to do that. Yeah, so now here, I've creased this when I've gone, see that? So that's going to have a wrinkle in it. Okay. All right, let's see. It's a bit hard to do it on an angle. I like the flatter ones. Yeah, that's not going to do it. So I'm not sure whether I could lift that up or tear it. I'm going to have a fiddle with that later. But what I wanted to show you, yeah, I'll just see if I can do this. Okay, so see where this seasons isn't working? What I did was I just scraped off some of the wax, and what was left there, take that off. Okay, take another tiny bit of your tissue paper, and I'm just going to do that on a small section with Versamark. Don't blow away. And I want the seasons bit, so I'll do that. And I'll just, gold, where are you? Here we go. I only want the word seasons, okay? But then I'll just heat emboss that. Yeah, but it was always a risk, Leone. But I wanted to show you that if you have a mistake, you can fix it as well. Not sure why it, but see, the greetings didn't lift gay. It could have been that it was not cooled down enough. But as you see, I've just, and I can just do this. And there you go. And I'll just wait for that to cool just a fraction. And hopefully that's, oh, no. You'll notice just lifted off carefully. It wasn't heated down in this corner. There we go. And once you do it, you'll see how it gets glossy. Yeah, that's right. We all make mistakes, but you want to know if you can fix it. And I probably lifted that off a little bit too soon, but it's doable. It is certainly doable. And I did it with one of the girls on Friday. So those bits where it hasn't taken, just, there we go. Now this bit here is the bit where that's my fault. I didn't have that tight enough. So, but yeah, it's doable. You can fix it. I mean, even with your stamping, like your stamping won't lift, your gold embossing's more likely to lift. So if you make a mistake, you can just scratch it and then redo it. So don't be disillusioned. But I think you will find, and I wanted to experiment, and this was an experiment for me. And in fact, I think the one I did first of all was probably better than this one. But, you know, it is what it is. And at least you know that. And I will probably, what I might do is experiment with that later on and just see if I can get that heated down and I might trim it and re-roll it. So it's good to see mistakes. It is. That's how we learn, isn't it? Yeah. So, but definitely the smaller candles, I mean the bigger ones even, but not doing it at a diagonal, that would work really well. And what you could do is do it in two. You could do one around the bottom. You could do your sentiment across here. Have I got another one? I don't know whether I've got another tall candle, but you could do a big sentiment here, and you could do some hibiscus. What do they call? What are those flowers? So you poinsettias. That would look nice stamped on there. Yeah. So that's candle stamping. Please give it a go. It's great fun. It is good fun. And I'm glad to see that everyone a lot of ladies had a go at smooshing last week. How cool was that? I was actually over at Kay's place today and I taught her how to do it since she didn't have tune in last week. So Kay was getting her hands dirty and smooshing away. So, all right. So the call's on for what you want me to do next week. Any suggestions? Would you like to do another craft along? Another craft along, I reckon, eh? What do you reckon? Fascinating. That's all right, Leone. What would you like to do? Do we want to do something Christmassy? A shaker card. Okay. Well, actually, Michelle. Hi, Betty. Thanks for joining in. I'd love to see what you do, Betty, too. I've just ordered in the catalogue because I got free delivery. I ordered. That's funny that you say a shaker card. I've ordered those little. Where are they? These little circles, iridescent shaker circles. So maybe we will do. Maybe we'll do a shaker card. All right, that's a good suggestion. Send me any other suggestions, ladies, because I've got a couple more weeks of October, and I just realised, oh, what was that? Oh, that was me cherry cobbler on the floor. I just realised I haven't done my newsletter this month. I will have to get that out tomorrow. So I think that's all. Let me know if you've got any other ideas of the Tuesday Night Lives for the rest of October, because November, December, I'll give it a little bit of a break because I'll just be too busy with Christmas, because Christmas will be here and everything. So, okay. I think that's all. So until next week, happy crafting, stay safe, and I will, the newsletter, Gay, if you want to receive my newsletter, I usually post a link on the Facebook page, but if you want one emailed, email me your email address and I can email a newsletter out to you once a month. Okay, it's just everything, all the news from Winning Creations, what I've been up to, and everything. So that's all right, Melissa. Thank you for joining in. It was lovely to see you here tonight. So yeah, if you'd like to get the newsletter, send me an email. I put that up before, didn't I? That's my email address. Flick me an email and I can put you on my newsletter group. I do usually share it as well in the Facebook. So that's the Stars of Night stamp set that I used tonight. That's in the mini catalogue, and also the Christmas Classics is the other one that I used, and they're both in the mini catalogue if anyone's interested, because don't forget it's free shipping. Tomorrow is the last day of free shipping. Okay. So, okay, ladies, we'll let you go. Stay safe. Oh, where's that one? Hide. All right. See you next week. Bye.